Welcome to video number 4 in our Playbook series. We're going to be talking about the offer stage now. Now, you're here. You got offers, okay? You priced it right. You did the marketing and selling strategies correctly. Now you got these offers coming in. What the hell are you supposed to do with those? Okay. First off, you're going to get probably one, maybe two pieces of contracts. You're going to get the contract to buy and sell, which is our 19-page standardized contract that any listing agent or any real estate agent has to use if they're licensed in the state of Colorado. Okay, so that is going to be what all of the terms are going to be on. You might see some sort of addendum. Sometimes if it's an institutional buyer, you'll see buyer addendum or a disclosure of related business activities, that kind of stuff. But the CBS is the main one that you're going to see. Okay, so everything that's laid out in there, you're going to want to read that one. Okay, and it's a lot. It's 19 pages. It's a lot of legal mumbo jumbo, but you need to understand it so you know what you're agreeing to. Okay, make sure your name is spelled correctly. Make sure that the property description, the legal description is correct. You can find that if you go in the tax records on your county. You can find, normally it's a lot, lot 16 block for, first filing of, Mission Viejo neighborhood. Okay, that's the legal description because the address, 123 Main Street, that's not how your property is legally transferred. That's what it's known as. So make sure that that's correct on there as well. Make sure you understand all the dates and deadlines. There's a whole section of dates and deadlines. Know what those dates and deadlines are. Keep track of them, and then each individual section, dateline, has its own section in the contract. Understand your rights with that. Some of them are deadlines where, if they pass and nobody says anything, the contract continues. Sometimes there's deadlines that have action, where if an action doesn't take place, the contract terminates. Okay, so know what those are. Make sure you go through and read all that stuff. There's a section in there as far as the fees, the closing costs and fees. Make sure that you understand that and you're good with all that. I believe it's section 14. If there's a rent back, they have to disclose that. We'll get into that a little bit later. Make sure that if they're a foreign person, that's disclosed, because that can change how the title company needs to process everything. It's a 19-page document. It's going to put you to sleep, but it is so important that you understand it from top to bottom. So read that. Unfortunately, I can't tell you how to fill it out because that's an agency duty, but I can tell you where to look as far as, if you wanted to find the information on your own. You're going to get probably a few different kinds of offers. Obviously, you're going to get a cash offer, a conventional loan offer. You might see a FHA or a VA loan. FHA and VA loans, you got to be a little, not cautious, but you just got to make sure that you understand what those actually mean. FHA and VA have conditional appraisals, okay? So they want to make sure, because they're government backed, they want to make sure that they're, lending money on a house that's not a complete crapple. So they care about stuff like if carpet is torn. Okay, that's something that might not come up on inspection. It will be a condition of appraisal that gets fixed. Carpet is one. Loose health and safety stuff, so loose hand railings, uncovered outlets, that kind of stuff. Peeling paint. They're big on peeling paint for some reason. So anything exterior, as far as like the fascia under the gutters or the side, wood siding or anything like that. If there's peeling paint, they're going to want that fixed as well. So that's all good stuff to know as far as what to look out for before you put your house on the market. If you're looking to maybe get some FHA or VA offers, that might be some stuff that you want to go ahead and get fixed before you put it on the market. The other thing you want to watch out for, if you're in a condo complex, and some townhomes even, there are limits on complexes where there's a certain percentage of renters. They don't want to be buying. They don't want to be buying properties in complexes where most, a certain percentage of the residents there are renters. So you can actually go on the HUD website if you just search on Google, FHA condo eligibility. It'll take you to a HUD website where you can search your complex and make sure that you are VA and FHA eligible for that, because if not, you might get an offer for that, but then when you get to the loan conditions deadline, the contract's going to fall out. So it's just something to be aware of ahead of time so that you can head that potential pitfall off. Okay. Also, questions for lenders. Okay, so when you get an offer in, ideally they're going to send you the offer and then also a pre-approval letter. You're not going to want to take an offer that's not pre-approved, because that's crazy town. You wouldn't want to do that. So you're going to get a pre-approval letter from a lender. Give them a call and ask them some questions. Okay, what you're going to want to know, one, is do they have enough money to cover the down payment that they said that they're going to put down in the contract. Okay, and the lender will tell you yes or no on that. You're going to want to know, has this buyer been ran through their automated underwriting system? Okay, that makes a lot stronger of a pre-approval rather than when somebody calls up. I mean, you could call up tomorrow and get a pre-approval for a $2 million house because you said, yeah, I make $600,000 a year and I have $4 million in assets. Can I buy a $2 million house? They'll send you a pre-approval letter, but that doesn't mean nothing. I mean, so if they're ran through the automated underwriting system, normally it says it on the letter, but it's a good thing to ask as well. And then I asked the lender, how long you been doing this? How many loans do you close? Do you see any potential hiccups going forward that we can maybe work through now? All stuff that is good to know as far as the lender goes. And then I would also, this is something I just added recently because I got tired of lenders being uncommunicative. It's like, do you do weekly updates? Even if there's nothing to update, are you going to call me and say, hey, we're still working on this? Just to have someone that is a point person, because again, like we talked about in the last video, communication is so key. If you can be in communication with that lender, you can head off a lot of pitfalls along the way. Lastly, disclosure of offers. Okay, most agents are going to call you up and say, "Hey, I have a buyer. We saw your house. They loved it. We'd like to come make an offer. How many offers do you have on the table right now?" Okay, and what a lot of agents will do is go, and they'll be very coy about it. We got, 2 or 3. Might have one more coming in. And then obviously the next question is, hey, can you tell me where those offers are at as far as price and terms? And I really can't. They might be, somewhere close to list price or whatever the case is. They're very coy about how they disclose the offers. I have found that to be not the best way to handle that situation. Hopefully you can tell by now, I'm a very open and honest guy. So when I get a call about disclosing offers on a listing that I have, I will 100% say, yes, we have 3 offers in hand. I've had 3 other agents call me and say that they were going to submit offers. I haven't seen them yet. Okay, I have one offer. Let's say we're listed at $500. I have one offer at $495. That's an FHA loan. Okay, I have another one at right at list price at $500. That's a conventional loan, but they need $7,000 back as far as a seller concession. And also, they're willing to do a rent back for 30 days for free. And then I've got a cash offer at $465, and we're working on bringing that up. They said that they could probably go all the way up to $485 or $490. So that's where you need to be as far as, now you know where you need to be as far as putting your offer in order to be competitive. Now, that's a long-winded way of saying be open and upfront with people, okay? You don't want somebody to call you and waste your time, and you don't want to waste someone else's time. Okay, so if this buyer, let's say you're listed at $500 and you've got that offer at $505, let's say this buyer's only pre-qualified up to $485, and they just told their agent, well, give them a call and see if maybe we can get it under asking. Well, we've already got an offer at $505. Okay, so we don't need the offer at $485 unless you just want to type it up for practice. But that'll save you time from having to go over another offer. It'll save them time, and they can actually go out and find the house that's right for them. So disclosure of offers, you're going to have agents tell you to not do that. This, again, along with the communication, this thing has been one of the biggest things for me in getting sellers more money, because people like to know where they're at, where they stand. And then here's the other thing that I like to do with the disclosure of offers. Let's say we got those 3 offers and we got a 4th one in. Okay, that one came in at, let's call it $508, and it's a conventional offer. Okay, I'm going to call the other 3 offers and say, hey, just wanted to let you know, we got another offer in. Here's where it's at. Is this your buyer's highest and best offer? Or do you want to bring it up a little bit to be more competitive? And a lot of times they'll go, no, we'll get you an updated offer. Okay, and then they'll try and beat that one. Okay, and then you just play that game. And yes, it is a game, but you play that game with everybody that's submitting offers. You be open and honest and upfront with them. They're going to thank you for that. Okay, and what it does is lets everybody know where they're at, and then you find out what actual highest and best for everyone is, which gets you the most money. Okay, I've done this a ton of times. It works every time. Okay, so that is a huge thing that I do in the offer stage. Disclose your offers, and every time you get another one in, call everybody, see if they want to jump their offer up. Okay, we've got, that's the end of this one. Down in the resources at the bottom, I've got a package of all the blank contracts you're going to need. Okay, I can't, unfortunately, help you fill those out. That is one thing. It's another agency duty. But I can give you the blank ones. You can fill them out yourself, or take a look over them, any of that kind of stuff. And then I'll send you another in the resources. I've got a sample dates and deadlines, just so you kind of know what the general flow of the deal is. So you know about when title is supposed to be done, about when inspection is supposed to be done, that kind of thing. Just so you kind of have an idea of when you get the offers in, you can see the dates and deadlines and more or less see if they're realistic or not. So, all right, we'll see you in the next video.